We're near Portage in Maine, and Constable Black and myself and Rudy, we just went through this stairwell. We just started coming in this stairwell. We opened the door, and there were two fellows who looked startled, and Constable Black, you sort of shushed them away, said, "Okay guys, come on, let's move along." But I could smell something. And it didn't smell like cigarette smoke. You assume or presume or suspect it could have been meth, right? Is that common? You run into that a lot downtown?
Quite a bit, unfortunately, especially in the stairwells here. It's kind of a place that where people can hide out from the cold and hide out of public sight, right? So we do a lot of checks on the stairwells, and we do a lot with some of the business owners around here, trying to collaborate to get the stairwells, secure, to make sure that people aren't setting up camps in the stairwells, because it poses a big safety risk to everyone involved. But yeah, I think a lot of times we do walk in on people who are using meth or using needles, and so what we saw there was two gentlemen in the stairwell that were in the middle of smoking meth while we walked into the stairwell.
They put up a bit of a fuss, but they moved. You got them to move. They weren't too happy about seeing Rudy and I either. But
no, I think they were a little courageous when they saw you guys there, and then when they figured out my uniform, they became quite friendly, and they ushered themselves along.
Yeah, that's what I've noticed. Everyone is friendly to you.
Yeah.
Downtown. Is it an epidemic? The meth issue, the meth problem, the meth challenge?
I think absolutely. It's crazy to see the transformation in drug use since I've started. I've been a cop for 12 years, and when I started, we'd have people who were alcoholics, and we had a lot of crack on the street. And now we kind of joke about how we wish there was still crack around, because all we have is meth and now the fentanyl and all of its derivatives. So it seems to really grip people's lives. It pushes them into absolute states of chaos where they have absolute incredible cases of psychosis, meth-induced psychosis. So it's a very unique challenge for all of us, everyone involved.
Yeah, and last time I did something with you, alcohol was a problem. A lot of the people on the street were using Lysol and things like that, but now a lot of these drugs, they can get them. And I asked one particular individual, where are you getting the money for this? And a lot of it comes from panhandling.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. And the price of street drugs, especially methamphetamine, has dropped so significantly. The market's absolutely flooded. The cost of a kilogram of meth now is like around $5,000, which is thousands of street doses. When you compare that to some of the other street drugs that are far more expensive, the meth is so cheap and so abundant that it doesn't take a lot of money to have a lot of drugs with you.
And I don't want to put you on the spot, but you are a person who sees this every day. Do we need a safe consumption site? Safe injection site.
We kind of have that right now with alcohol. We have the Intoxicated Persons Detentions Act, that gives us the power to voluntarily or involuntarily detain people so that we can prevent them from being hurt or hurting other people. And right now, we don't have that for hard drugs. We only have the hospital. And what's happening right now is you go to the hospital and there's half the emergency room beds are filled with people who are just high on a drug and they need to come off of it. And we're dumping those people on the medical system. So you throw in a pandemic into the middle of that, climb with drug use. We have nowhere for these people to go. Yeah. So something has to change, but I don't know if I get paid enough to tell you what it is.
No, your comments are very, very valued.